vehicle. This is my friend Tita. Tita, can you say hi? Say hi to the camera. Come on. Okay, Tita, we're going to put her up here. Now, let's say you find yourself in a bind and you don't have a harness, you don't have a seatbelt for your dog. One popular way of securing your dog is all you do is take the loop of your leash, pull this through, and you can hook it over the headrest. This way they're nice and secure in their area. If there's a lot of leeway, you can just wrap this a couple of times more around the headrest so that they're a little bit closer. And then this way, if you get into an accident, they're secured in their side. It's not as ideal as a seatbelt or a harness. However, if you're in a bind, this is a very acceptable and very safe alternative. Now, another option, which is a great gadget to have and always keep in the car, is one of these slow restraints. What you'll do is you're going to clip it around below the headrest. You know, or at the very bottom of your headrest, depending on what your headrest looks like. This way it's nice and secure. And then what you want to do is get one of these Cargo harnesses. You can see the Cargo brand right there. And what you're going to do, come here, Tita. You're going to take this snap and you're going to hook this right here. Okay? This way she's nice and secure. You want to make sure the harness fits well too. You really don't want to be able to put much more than like 2 to 3, maybe 4 fingers at most between your dog and the harness. Don't worry about the harness being too snug. It's better to be too snug than too loose, because too loose they can climb out of it. This way she's secure and she's attached to the leash. She's attached to the seat, so it serves as a very good seat belt, but there is some give into it in case you get into an accident, she gets pushed around a little bit. So that's another very safe way to hook your dog into the car. Now, I recommend that you put your dog on the right rear side of the seat, of the car. The reason is, when you're driving, all you have to do is adjust that rear view mirror and you can take a look at your dog and see what they're doing, or just take a peek over your shoulder. If your dog is behind you, you cannot see what they're doing as easily and you can't check in on them as easily as you can. I don't recommend the front seat at all because you have airbags, and if you get into an accident, especially a smaller dog, they're going to get killed in that front seat or dreadfully injured. Now, I realize there are, like this car, for example, has the curtain airbags. I mean, fortunately, cars have airbags all over the place, but that frontal collision with a dog, especially, you know, a dog, the way their head sits, you know, it just would not be a good thing. So I do not believe you should I totally recommend you not put your dog in the front seat at all. I am going to show you something in the front seat, but I'm only using it because I don't have the same kind of doors in the back that I do in the front. So this is just to demonstrate what you would do on the right rear side of your car. If you find you don't have anything on you to put your dog in the car safely, come on. What you can do, and again, it's not going to be the front seat of the car. It's going to be on your right rear side. Okay? You're going to put Tita up on the seat. You're going to put your dog in the car. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to have a very short leash here. Again, this is not the front seat of your car. This is pretend. Okay? You're going to secure your dog in there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the door on the leash. Why do I want to do this? Everybody's going to be like, your leash is in the car. Your leash is in the car. Beep, beep. Your leash is in the car door. Okay? One great advantage to this is I get out of the car. Before Tita is even out of the car, I have control over her. My hand is on the leash. What often happens is people just open up the door and then they go to grab the leash. And the dog's not attached to anything, the dog scoots by and it's a problem. So before you even let your dog out of the car, your dog is under your control because your hand is on the leash. And then you open up the door, come on in. Good girl. So that is another great thing if for some reason the headset loop isn't working. The nice advantage to that over the loop over the headrest is that you do have control over your dog before they get out of the car. I also recommend that whenever you put your dog in the car, before you close the door, just tell them stay. Remind them that they have to stay put in the car door. Even though they're secured, they're learning to stay put. They're learning that they can't just run out the door. And it's a good thing when you go to take them out of the car, before you open up that door, you tell them stay. So those are just a few safety tips. We have more. on car safety coming up and all sorts of other safety videos. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our email list, our YouTube and Facebook channels, and Instagram. And until next time, happy training.